Shalom. All praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honor and praise to Apostle Elders, the GMS, who taught me this truth, and peace and blessing to the Akim that has their life daily, preach this truth with sincerity, and to the Aqua for this learning. Shalom. Once again, my name is Einan with GMS Detroit Barcamp, and I pray that this video be edifying to the hopeful elect, to the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad, the four corners of the whole earth. And with that said, hey, this video is on the UAPs, unexplained aerial phenomena, or the UFOs, and they've been freaked out by them, when they see them. But this is it's the vehicles that Yahawashi and his servants ride in. Yahawashi gonna ride in one the size of a mountain, according to 2nd Ezra, the 3rd chapter. But with that said, I'm gonna just play a few videos right quick.
You see him?
It's like a vortex of orbs around us right now.
Oh, yeah? Oh, 3! Another one came up and greeted him.
Oh, we got two.
Yeah, I got him. There's 3. Another one went right through him.
Oh, there's one behind the 2.
Is there?
There's 2. Or 4.
Jeez.
What?
No, there's 4 in front. I got the 2 in front.
Oh, hold on. There's a 3rd one. Hold on. Is that? Oh, my Lord.
Oh, wow.
Dude, there's like 15 of them coming right now.
Oh, God.
That might be. No.
That's Starlink.
1, 2. Yeah, power up. Dude,
Oh, what?
They're powering up.
That's not Starlink.
That's definitely not Starlink.
That thing powered up.
Yeah. They were all facing, like, blues powering up again. Yeah. Awesome.
Which one?
This
Oh,
one right here.
man.
Wow.
How many are there?
There's a line of them. They're all powering up.
And these are the chariots of the Most High. They be wondering what the hell are they? Well, I'm gonna tell you what they are. I'm gonna get it in scripture.
Yeah. Holy shit! Look at that.
They're going right there.
Yeah, I have no clue. Yeah.
Oh wait, are you sure it's not fireworks? Oh my god!
No!
Joe!
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
Oh,
Joe,
no.
we see it. No. Joe, we see it. Let's go. Joe, we see it. Yeah, it's coming from that. Holy fuck, what is that? Where is we see one? Oh my god. What is this? There's more. Wait, there's 2. Is this the Phoenix Lights again? Oh my god. Joe, we see Where is Joe? Where's Joe at? Oh my god. There's 3! Where is that? Holy fuck. Report. No, they're moving. No. 4. No, Joe. 4? That's Phoenix Lights again. Yeah, that's an airplane.
All right, let me grab some scriptures. This is the same chariot that went before them in Exodus, the 13th chapter, 21st verse. And Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud and led them by the way by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. And the whole time when that cloud was there, that chariot was there, that chariot never left them. And the whole time they was in the wilderness. They was in the wilderness for 40 years. And never once that chariot left and another chariot took its place. That same chariot stayed with them that whole 40 years. Matter of fact, here go one of my favorite ones. This is 2 Kings 2, when Elisha went up in a whirlwind. Elijah, this is 2 Kings 2:9, and it came to pass when they were gone over, Elijah said unto Elisha, ask, what shall I do for thee before I am taken away from thee? And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou seest me when I am taken from thee, then it shall be unto thee. But if not, it shall be not so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire, and horses of fire parted them both asunder, and Elisha went up by the whirlwind into heaven. You know, these vehicles are also our salvation, and also the curse that go over the fourth or the face of the whole earth. You know, a matter of fact, here go another good one. This is Psalm 68:13. Though ye have lined among the pots, yet shall ye be as wings of a dove covered with the silver, and her feathers with gold. And the breakdown for that, the children of Israel are currently at the bottom, but Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will beautify them with wings of dove, yellow gold, the chariots. You know, it's going to be strange. It's going to be strange. It's going to be the strangeness of their salvation when they see the Israelite, the so-called elect, and the 1/3 go up. You know, when it say come up hither. You know, it's going to be strange on them, the strangeness of their salvation, because they're going to be taken out, and they're going to be taken out in a great effect. You know, skip down to verse 17, Psalms 86:17. The chariots of Yahawah Shemiel Shai are 20,000, even thousand of angels, and Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place. Okay. You know, this is Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And the secret place of the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, is the chariots. You know, that's going to be our shield, our protection, and our salvation from the impending destruction that's going to happen to this place. Skip down, and he shall cover. Just skip down to verse 4, and he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And that's the chariots. You know, you're gonna be protected from that thermonuclear destruction when it comes. You know, when the Most High finally allows Yahawashi and the angels and the thermonuclear destruction of this world. You know, especially in America. You know, this is skip down, go down to This is Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ride upon a swift cloud, and shall come unto Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And that's going to happen when Yahawashi finally returns. A swift cloud is a chariot, you know. Matter of fact, Second Ezra. So the 13th chapter. I'm gonna grab that at the end of it. You know, this is Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will Yahawah of hosts defend Israel. Defending them also, he will deliver it, and passing over it, he will preserve it. Hey, you just gotta put your faith, hope, and trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi that he's going to take care of you. He's going to deliver you out of the situation that we're in. You know, that's going to be true salvation. For us to be delivered out of this predicament that we live existing in on this planet right now, and also saving us from the impending destruction that's going to come upon this place. You know? And it's going to be twofold. When the chariots come, it's going to come. Matter of fact, Isaiah 66:15 and 16. Behold, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger, and with his fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his word will Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi plead with all flesh, and the slaying of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be many, and a Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to do a wonderful work during that time. And when you go into that word plead, that's shapat, that's to judge. He's going to judge the nations at the same time when he delivers us out of here. In fact, let me grab one of my favorite ones. Zechariah 5:1. I turn and lift up my eyes, and look, and behold, a flying robe. That was a chariot that the prophet Zechariah seen. You know, I never knew bread or pastry could fly. You know, that was a chariot. He said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. And he said unto me, it is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that still shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side according to it. And when this happens, this is going to be the end of their kingdom, you know, their rulership. When Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi finally allowed Yahawashi and the angels to get down on these nations, you know, matter of fact, Yahawashi, when he first came, when he first returns, and let me get it. This is Revelations 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon it was called Faithful and True, and righteousness he doth judge and make war. So when Yahawashi returns, he's coming to make war. He's gonna pass judgment and make war. And this the same white horse, the white horse is the chariots. It's a show of power, and the white represent purity, horse represent power, and the chariot that Yahawashi was in, he that's literally Yahawashi. You know, his eyes was as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And on many crowns are all the kingdoms that Yahawashi will be taken down. You know, during in the middle of the nations taking down each other in World War III. He had verse 13. He had a vest. He was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of Yahawah. And how we know he's the Word of Yahawah. John 1:1. But a vest, dipped in blood. Isaiah 33. Isaiah 63rd chapter. When Yahawashi comes, he's not coming to play nice. He's coming to get down. He's coming to really lay hands on the wicked and the heathens. He's going to take these nations out. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that later. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And the armies that follow him upon white horses, those are the chariots. And the armies are the angels, in the chariots. And out of his mouth, verse 15, and out of his mouth goes a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and treadeth the winepress in the fiercest wrath of the Almighty. And it's going to be duality. It's going to be their destruction and our salvation, our deliverance from out of their hands. Matter of fact, let me get it. It's Matthew 24 and 27, I think. Yeah. Matthew 24 and 27, as lightning coming out of the east and shining even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's how fast that Yahawashi and the angels going to be moving. They're going to be moving faster than lightning. You seen them lightning strike that them guys at the White House and killed 3 of them. That's how fast Yahawashi is going to be moving, and the angels going to be moving to gather up the hopeful elect in the 1/3 of Israel. And whatsoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered, and the carcass is Israel. The carcass is the Israel, the elect in the 1/3, and the eagles are the angels. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And that's during the thermonuclear destruction of this world. This place right here, America, is going to get turned into a glass parking lot. This place is going to get hit by 200 million warheads. This place is gonna get so broken up, you ain't gonna be able to tell where Michigan at, or Washington or New York. You ain't gonna be able to tell the difference between any of these cities or states or anything like that. The lines is gonna be broken up. from that thermonuclear destruction. That's the reason why the chariots have to move so fast to gather up the hopeful elect and deliver them and save them before the destruction hit this place. A tribulation of those days, the time of Jacob's trouble, the sun shall be darkened and the moon shall not give her light. That's thermonuclear winter, and the ash caused by the destruction will block out the sun and the moon. A nuclear winter, and represents the wisdom of America being destroyed. It's it for America. And the stars shall fall. And it represents the ICBM warheads falling back towards the earth like an untimely fig, and the powers of the heavens, the powers of this world right now, the Edomites, they're gonna be taken out of power when Yahawashi returns. Matter of fact, let's go to the next scripture. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Hey, if it's supposed to be a good occasion when Yahawashi returns, why would they mourn? Because he's not coming for them. Like I read in Revelation 19 chapter, in the 11th verse, he's coming to pass out judgment and make war. And he's going to gather up the elect in the 1/3, And he shall send the angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together. Slakia. And they shall see the Son of Man come in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. The sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Yahawashi coming back in a chariot, just like the way he left in Acts 1 and 11. The same way he left, the same way he's going to return. Revelation 1 and 7. All eyes is going to see him, even those that pierced him. All eyes is going to see him. It's going to be a worldwide phenomenon when they see that they see a so-called Negro, on a chariot coming to fuck shit up. And it ain't no Negro. It's it's Yahawashi, because he's from the tribe of Judah. He looked like a so-called Negro, or you so-called Afro-Americans. He looks black. Oh man. Let me grab. Then he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, and it's going to be duality. It's going to be their destruction and our deliverance from here. Duality. The Most High works in balance. This is, in fact, I'm going to end it on 2nd Ezra, 13th chapter. As it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And this is 2nd Ezra, 13th chapter, first verse. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. And lo, there was a wind from the sea, and it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, a man waxed strong with 1,000s of heavens. And when he turned his countenance to look, all things that was seen under him, all things trembled that was seen under him. Yahawashi and the angels returning, back to this world. This is the so-called second coming. It's gonna be it's gonna be the next new high holy day. The deliverance of the hopeful elect in the 1/3, and the return of Yahawashi. It's going to be the next high holy day, and the return of the Most High back on the face of the earth. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, they all burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth, it filleth a fire, and the fire from the chariots and from the ICBM missiles. A a a a a it's gonna say later on in here, you're gonna get beaten into powder. You're gonna be disintegrated, you know. And after this, I beheld, and lo, the wax. There was altogether a multitude of men out of the number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. The chariots will compass the whole earth. Matter of fact, the scriptures say that his chariots going to blot out the skies. You know, so there will be armies from all nations coming from the four winds, tempting to fight Yahawashi and the angels. In the book, matter of fact, I just read it in Revelations, the 19th chapter. This is the multitude referred as the beast out of the sea and out of space. Out of the sea is from outer space. Kind of. But I beheld, and lo, he had raised himself a great mountain, and he flew up upon it, and that great mountain is a super giant. It's Yahawashi's chariot, and it's going to be humongous. Chariot, because if I keep reading, but I verse 7, but I could have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. That's how humongous it was. Ezra could not see where the hill was carved from because it was a chariot. It was. That's how big it was. It was the size. He said it was the size of a mountain. That's how humongous it's going to be. It's going to be a great show of power. And that's where they get that big giant chariot in Independence Day, because that's how Yahawashi and the angels going to roll on these nations, on these kingdoms. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to do him were sore afraid, yet thirst to fight. They gonna be afraid, but the spirit of the Most High gonna still make them fight. They deceive themselves with these movies, thinking they could do anything. What do they say? Nothing can beat the U.S. Air Force, the Fruit of Proud, the Marines. I forgot what the Army is, but it's always some proud shit. They think they could do anything, but they can't beat the Most High. You know. And lo, as he saw the voice of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword or any instrument of war. Yahawashi is going to make quick work of. They don't want to go out of power, so they're going to try to fight him, try to keep and control their power. They think that they could beat him. You can't be something that's supernatural with these feeble weapons of war that you have right now. This stuff right here, it ain't gonna be able to do nothing against Yahawah, Yahawashi, and the angels. You can't do nothing. but you still won't fight because hey, don't nobody want to lose power, but it's going to happen. But I only saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and a tempest. And that's that laser beams from the chariots tearing their ass up. And all that was mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden immovable multitude was nothing perceived but only dust and the smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid. And hey, they're gonna be turned into smoke. Hey, the armies that fight against Yahawashi will be completely obliterated. Devastated. It's gonna be quick work when Yahawashi return and take down these kingdoms. The scriptures say that America is gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. It's gonna be just that quick, the way that this kingdom and this world fall. When Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi finally allows Yahawashi and the angels get down on him. And Yahawashi had been waiting for this day for a long time. Read Isaiah the 63rd chapter. How he's been waiting on this day. That's it on this one. I pray this video is edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom.